What's good, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Baddies Caribbean Season 5, Episode 20, Season Finale Recap. The season is finally over. We didn't get a reunion trailer last night, which leads me to believe that the reunion probably won't air until next Sunday, not this upcoming Sunday. But it is what it is. So in this episode, Anna and Biggie, y'all, get into it because they go to basically a dispensary or whatever, and they're buying some leaves. I don't know what leaves are. I don't know if they're supposed to equate to marijuana. I don't know. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a druggie. I don't know. Somebody explain to me what it is. It's something they can get high off of. That's all I know. And Biggie buys a big bag of it. Some of the other girls do, and Anna bought I think a little or either none. And she basically get into it with Biggie because she asked Biggie for some, and Biggie was like, no, we right here, go and get your own. And she was like, that's what I'll be talking about, you be acting stingy and you don't never like to share your stuff and this that and the third. And she getting all in Biggie face, yelling and screaming, and Biggie was yelling and screaming back in her face. And it was like, Anna, what are you doing? What are you doing? You supposed to be the baddest bee in the land, but you can't pay for your own stuff. She don't have to share with you if she don't want to. All my friends know I'm stingy. Don't ask me for nothing because I do not like to share. And especially if we're in a situation where you right there, you can get your own stuff if you want it that bad. Absolutely not. They end up getting over it though and make it back up, but it was such a stupid argument. Natalie gives money back to a women's center there, which was really nice. And Nunu and Anna end up getting into it because Nunu was ear hustling in on a conversation that Anna was having one of the producers, where she said Anna was talking about all these bees getting on my nerves and and mentioned Nunu's name, and Nunu jumped in and they got the arguing or whatever. And I'm like, I cannot wait for this reunion to see them finally square up. I cannot wait, because Anna's main thing was, you keep on starting with me because you know I'm on injury reserve. And everybody online is like, you supposed to be injury reserve, but you still running off at the mouth. And then you had the nerve to jump into that altercation between Diamond the Body and who was that girl? What was that girl name? Big Kiva. Yeah, Big Kiva fight or whatever. And I agree, if you gonna continue to run that mouth, you better be able to lift them hands. That's just how I feel. And I cannot wait for this reunion to see what happens, who throws down, and who finally wins, because I'm sick of them arguing. I really truly am. The girls meet for their final dinner and for, their last words, and Tink makes a heartfelt speech to Meatball about the baddies chain situation and says, if you want one that bad, I'll give you mine. Hell, I'll even give it back to Natalie. It don't really matter, because at the end of the day, I lost my sister, my friend, and everything. And she's really emotional about it. But what cracked me up was, at one point, Tasiki tried to jump into the conversation. And Tinkerbell was like, can you please be quiet? And Tasiki, shut up. I was shocked. But I think the reason why she didn't, go there with Tinkerbell, because it didn't have anything to do with her. It was just between them. There wasn't anything for her to say. But Tinkerbell checked the shit out of Tasiki. I was here for that, honey. So Meatball says that it wasn't never about the chain. Girl, it was about the chain. Can you please stop, girl? It was most definitely about the chain. You were jealous. And if you could just be woman enough to admit that, it would make this whole process a lot smoother. But, she'll never admit it. And she was like, she even said to the girl, you'll get over it. We'll be friends when we get back home. And Tinkerbell was like, no, we won't. I'm tired. I'm truly, really, truly tired. And you can really tell that she really feels like that Meatball doesn't value her friendship, and that whatever issues that they've been dealing with for however long is really starting to bother her. Meatball, however, feels like she don't never really listen to what she got going on. And they both just got grievances on each other's side. And it's sad because they went several rounds, from what I know, at the reunion, which was really, really bad. I feel bad about that, And I hope and pray that somehow, some way that they can get things back on track with one another. So Biggie, says her little speech. She, is congratulated because this is her third season on the show in 1 year. And I was like, what? It's only been a year? Why does it seem like Biggie been on this show for like 3-4 years? It's only been a year. And this goes back to what I was saying on last week's recap video, is that my issue with Baddies is it's starting to become oversaturated. We should not have had 3 seasons in 1 year. That is crazy. I feel like the product is going to get stale if they continue to pump it out at this rate. You know what I'm saying? People online are already saying they tired of seeing certain girls on the show. This had 20 episodes this season. Hell, like the last 6 of them could have literally been scrapped at this point. They need to slow down. They really do. Like last night's episode, they already had the Midwest auditions up. And it's like, what? Like, can it breathe some? Like, oh my God. Like, why are y'all already pumping out Baddies Midwest content? I'm already knowing the show gonna be on by December. Like they need to slow it down. And I know that they did auditions for Baddies Midwest and Baddies Gone Wild, which is gonna be a new show. I'm thinking Baddies Gone Wild is gonna be something like Young and Reckless on Now That's TV. I'm already getting those types of vibes from that show. And by the way, when is Bad Boys coming back? Y'all pump out all these baddie seasons and we've only gotten 2 seasons of Bad Boys. Like, Bad Boys is actually really good. Bring that back. What is going on? But anywho, she says that she's really happy that this is the first season her and Rolly got along and they hug each other. And I was really happy to see that too, because I was tired of them going back and forth against each other. And so Diamond is sitting next to Meatball and she notices that Meatball got a shank in her hand. And so she get up and moves across the room and sits elsewhere. And everybody was like, what happened? And she was like, I didn't feel safe. And Meatball was like, girl, this is a butter knife. I ain't gonna do nothing with that. But we don't know because you steady picking up stuff. And this is my issue with Meatball and why I feel like she honestly truly didn't deserve to get a chain, because she whined about it. You were mad at your friend, which is not bad girl, I guess, material for me. You was constantly threatening to use, objects to hurt people. Like, that's not being a baddie. That's being a lunatic. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't like that. And for that, I feel like she shouldn't come back, because you need to stop picking up stuff and acting like you gonna do something to somebody. Like, girl, if you don't get somewhere and sit your dusty self down somewhere, like, absolutely not. Natalie says she has 1 chain left and that she feels like either Meatball, Callie, or Diamond the Body should get it. And so everybody is weighing in on who they think should get the chain. And Diamond was like, Meatball can have it, because she already got a diamond chain, so she don't really care. And she was like, to the girls, she was like, y'all are being weird. Y'all being fake because y'all say y'all love Tinkerbell so much, but everybody up here co-signing that Meatball deserves a chain. And she was like, meanwhile, Meatball ain't been nothing but a hater to Tinkerbell all season. She was going around saying that the chain was cheap and fake. She was late on set multiple times, and she was really going in. And Rolly then decided she was going to take it upon herself to take the chain from Natalie and give it to Meatball. Everybody hooping and hollering, applauding. Tinkerbell gets up. That's my sister. Let me put it on her. Congratulations. And this is that and the third, showing her how it should have been done when she got her chain. And then the big shocker was Natalie says, you know what? I never just have one thing on me. I actually had another chain, but now I'm not giving it to nobody because Diamond, that speech you gave was disgusting, and turned it around on Diamond. I was like, how you mad at her for speaking the truth? But Meatball was hating on Tinker all season and nothing was said, and you awarded her a chain. Like, just say you don't like the girl. It was obvious that you never liked Diamond. You tolerated her all season. And I get it, especially in the beginning of the season. Diamond was a bugaboo. She was doing too much. She talked too much, and she got on my nerves. She calmed down midway through, but it was obvious that Natalie didn't see it for her. Did not see it for her at all. And it was further proven after the reunion how she was making fun of her tooth getting knocked out, this, that, and the third. She apologized after the fact, but girl, like, that was really crazy and whack to me. It really honestly was. Like, you should have gave Callie the chain in. You didn't have to give it to Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shouldn't have to, I guess, suffer because of what Diamond said. But to be honest with you, Diamond was speaking some facts. Like, truthfully. But that was my review of the Baddies season finale episode. I'm going to give it a C minus. It was cute. You know, it was way overdue for this season to be done. I'm ready for the reunion. Can't wait for the video for the trailer to drop. And you guys, if you have not joined me over on Patreon, I keep on telling y'all to join on my Patreon. All of my review videos go up early on Patreon. Sometimes they get it a day or two before YouTube. Mind you, they're getting the cussing version. And then if you're on my $10 tier, you're not only getting my recap videos early and unedited, but you're also getting my reaction videos. Right now, we're watching Fight Night from Peacock, which is so good, y'all. Episodes 1 through 4 are up right now on my Patreon, and we're watching season 8, the new season of Selling Sunset, which is equally good. So make sure you guys join me on Patreon. The link is down below in the description box. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.